Hi everyone. Today I'm going over some shocking news I've seen the other day. Too many young kids on jumping on the train of PD abuse. And they also got a new name. The SARMs Goblin. It's something unbelievable and never seen before, at least not to this extent. In April this year, former Love Island contestant Tom Powell live-streamed his breast reduction operation Get Rid of Gyno, which is a breast tissue enlargement that happens in men and is often the results of abusing steroids. In fact, Powell says his gyno was 99% likely due to steroids. He was treated by Signature Clinic, which is a cosmetic surgery group, which for the past year has averaged 100 gynecomastia patients a month, across its 6 locations in UK and Ireland. The clinic reported that around 40 to 45% patients suffering from gyno are users of PD. Powell waited for 2 weeks after his surgery before hitting the gym, but nevertheless after working out one of his nipples became red and irritated. Complication rates with gynecomastia treatment are very, very low. However, around 5% of patients develop unfortunate infections, usually caused by returning to training too soon, which are easily resolved by antibiotics. Powell reported to his doctor that the infection still wasn't improving after 5 days of antibiotics and he was starting to regret the operation. But, he said, he'd made the decision. Now I've got to carry on with it. Reality shows, social media are causing an increasing body image pressure and a surge in PED use, especially among younger man and female, because they feel insecure about how they look and they think that by using PED they can look like their favorite title and fit into society. And that is a big issue. Social media sell a distorted image of body, with people with amazing physique all year round, but who are in secret struggling with mental health issues caused by the pressure of keeping such lean physique, because their body are their source of income, and they can't afford to put on some body fat, otherwise they risk being harshly critiqued. Case in point, Powell, who was already in cover model shape before becoming a contestant, says he didn't take steroids until after his 2016 appearance on the show. Powell met his idols growing up, shredded influencers the Harrison Wins, who he says told him that everyone in the fitness industry was on steroids. Therefore he ended up taking growth hormone, which is not a steroid, but still it's a performance-enhancing drug, with its own potential side effects including. He wanted to be a fitness influencer, and he reasoned he had to take steroids too. Powell estimates 50% if not more of male gym goers in his native South Wales are on steroids, which have been a part of culture in the area since he was growing up. Still, he's never heard of so many young lads being on them. Powell didn't take steroids until he was 25, but he shared the news that one of his clients, a girl barely 18 and training for just 6 months, has told him that she was about to start her first cycle. That's insane, and this has to stop. When you first start training, you're going to build up muscle naturally. These are newbie gains. You'll make huge improvements from day to day, and you don't need to go on steroids. It's not worth it, especially because those young people are not aware of all the side effects connected with abusing steroids or SARMs. They just want to look good on the outside, not caring about what's happening in the inside. Steroids are hepatotoxic. They can cause your cholesterol levels to raise, and many other health complications that can shorten your life. Also, the pandemic made keeping tabs on steroid use even more difficult for researchers, although one study showed lockdowns limited dosages and training, impacting users' mental health. And COVID-19 anxiety has been associated with greater muscularity dissatisfaction in men, and that caused more interest in steroids and SARMs as a way to gain muscle mass faster, without considering the cons. Another aspect to point out is that young steroid users are driven primarily by aesthetics and the desire to pick up more girls. Despite often feeling confident, even invincible steroid users are also, he says, at greater risk of contracting a sexually transmitted disease. For young steroid users, it's all about body image and confidence. Older steroids users lament that gym culture has changed. They complain about kids who come in, headphones on, and engage more with their phones than other lifters. Instead of training hard for years to max out their natural muscle building potential, these kids want to go straight on steroids. They want the shortcut to build muscle faster, no matter the cost. Buying SARM and steroids is so much easy nowadays. A quick search on Google, and you find tons of websites selling and shipping them, especially SARMs, since in many countries it's not illegal to sell them, unlike steroids. And also, young kids don't have any knowledge about what they are taking, what doses to take. They just go on without asking any questions. This new generation of lifters is called SARMs Goblin because, as I just said, getting hands on SARMs is much easier, and also because they provide most of the benefits of the steroids and fewer side effects, although those side effects are still there. SARMs are classified as research chemicals and are legal to sell, but are not approved for human consumption. In addition, the risks connected to abusing them haven't yet been extensively researched. Their pill form can nevertheless make them less daunting to newbies than injecting, much like oral steroids, which are in fact more toxic to the liver than injectables. The U.S. Food and Drug Administration has warned that SARMs can cause liver damage, heart attacks, and strokes. Also, steroids can enhance performance in the bedroom or do the complete opposite. Some experience an increase in sex drive, but at the same time may have erectile dysfunction. Some steroid users also arrive to the point of injecting drugs, like olprestatol, into their penis to get an erection. Trin, which is one of the most potent steroids, but also one of the most dangerous, can be very hard on the body. Many experienced insomnia, elevated heart rate at rest, lot of sweating, and trouble breathing. Also, steroids can cause the so-called roid rage, especially on high doses, making you feeling more angry and irritable. Also, steroids user can develop mental health issues ranging from low-level anxiety to full-blown breakdowns and suicidal thoughts. Especially when they go off cycle. When your testosterone levels are crushed, you can develop depression because you see your gains going away and you don't feel powerful as you were while on steroids. Therefore, it's important to inform young kids of the risks connected with steroids abuse. Although dissuading them is difficult, partly because most of the really life-limiting side effects persist in hypogonadism, heart problems, toxicity of the liver, kidneys, and brain tend to be long-term, although more 30-year-olds are suffering heart attacks. And the 18th of February 26 steroid user likely doesn't care that they might drop dead at 50. They may care about more pressing concerns such as sexually transmitted diseases, erectile dysfunction, and gyno. My advice will be always stay natural, because having more muscle isn't worth the toll on your health. However, if you're convinced with using them, the best thing, to have the lowest risks possible and be safer, will be to only use testosterone, like going on TRT or HRT. If you want to know more about diet and nutrition and why 95% of diets fail, check my nutrition book. I'll give you all the info you need to lose weight and keep it off for good. Hope you like the video. Don't forget to subscribe, comment, like, and share it with your friends. See you on the next one.